tremendous poise. And you talk about poise, especially about a young pitcher, you're talking about the ability to throw your stuff over the plate. So far in this World Series, all year, he's been able to do it.
Popped foul and curling back out of play. It'll be in about 12 rows. Sparky Anderson, the Tiger manager, interviewing Worrell on Good Morning America the other day, ended the interview, and I loved it. He said, "Todd, thank God you're in the National League, and stay there." Little squibber to the right side. Worrell races over to cover. The throw doesn't get him. Worrell got to the bag, and an argument here, and here comes Herzog amongst the other quartet. First base umpire is Denkinger, American League.
Well, this is spring training all over again. Any ball to the right side, you get there as quick as you can. I think he tries to go for the ball, and his argument is he gets the side of the bag. Looks like he's out.
From that angle, let's take a look from this one.
Again, Clark with the toss.
Oh, yes.
Right on top of the bag.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt about it.
Only in one person's mind.
So Orta gets on, and Balboni is at the plate. Balboni has singled, flied out, and walked. You're in a funny situation here, too. Here's your power guy, but in a bunt situation, really.
Well, the classic line is you play to win on the road and tie at home, but only, again, the manager's job is to work within the limitations of his player. And I'm not sure if Steve Balboni can bunt.
And the Cardinals don't expect him to. He pops it up in foul ground, and Clark comes over to the dugout with Porter, and Clark doesn't know where he is and can't make the play. And what's happening in the ninth inning, and you can see the shoulder hunch, Clark has spent his whole career in right field. He has made a pretty good adjustment to first base, but he came off the bag, and I'm not saying he made the mistake on a Motley ball, but he's been involved now in the first two plays of the ninth inning.
Well, the mistake he makes is looking at Porter. By then, the ball is back over his head. Talked to him before the series. He said he really hasn't felt comfortable at first base, especially on throwing. There is another example.
0-2, and Balboni trying to hit that one onto the freeway.
And having the capabilities of doing that. We talked about the 96-mile-per-hour fastball. He also has an excellent slider, but he said in this situation, if you're going to get beat, and a home run will beat him, he said you got to go with number one. Let's see if he does it.
McRae on deck. Base hit into left field. Orta stops at second. Herzog, Onyx Concepcion goes into pinch run. McRae had been out on deck. Now Sundberg returns to the on-deck circle. There is the pinch runner. Herzog has the two in the bullpen. Horton, the lefty who took Worrell's place out there, and the right-hander Lottie. So first and second, not only talking to Worrell, but talking about the bunt. He's going to leave him in, as they discuss situation here. And McRae had come out on deck to bat for Sundberg, but in this situation, what Hauser is telling you is that Sundberg's a good bunter, and he's going to try to get him along, and he's going to save McRae.
When you do bunt, and if Sundberg's successful, then Whitey can play his little game. They send McRae up, you can walk him. Again, the winning run is at first base.
Clark creeps in. So does Pendleton. Outside. Biancalana due up next.
Well, Tim McCarver has been talking all World Series about the difficulty of bunting on artificial turf. Take a look at the infielders when the pitch goes across home plate. They will be about 15 feet from home plate, trying to get that force at third.
That's outside, and it's 2-0.
You almost want Jim Sundberg to be able to bunt. There's been too many low strikes all night. Into the ball game. If you're Todd Worrell, you want Jim Sundberg to bunt the ball, but sometimes you just can't get the ball over home plate.
He bunts in the air, foul, and Porter can't make the play. And a break for Sundberg as he pops it up back to the screen. And that's one thing about a fastball coming in at 92 or 93 miles per hour, you will pop them far back.
Well, especially if it's up in the strike zone, and they tell you, of course, there's conflicting philosophies. If the guy squares around a bunt, he's more apt to pop up the high pitch.
He squares, he bunts to Clark, who lets it roll foul, and the count is 2-2. So Order returns to second, Concepcion to first. Clark that time, you could almost sense it in his mind, wasn't quite sure what he was going to do with it for a second.
Well, another illustration of his inexperience in first place. Excuse me, at first base.
2-2. And now Sundberg really compelled to swing away, though Pendleton remains shallow at third. Now he starts to back up. But he's going to bunt with 2 strikes. Lays it down. Worrell looks at third, throws, and gets him on a close play at third. And that couldn't be any closer. So the play goes 1-5, 1 out. Orta comes off, and McRae will come up.
Not a very good bunt, almost right back to Worrell, who breaks the wrong way. Again, no hesitation.
Good ball. Jim McKean, American League, calling that one.
Once again, not by much, but he was out.
All right, now McRae. The designated hitter pinch hits for Biancalana. Hal came up the other night and grounded out with the bases loaded in St. Louis. 1-0.
I wonder if Hal, coming up off Tudor the other night, swinging a very low pitch, bases loaded, is going to try to be a little more selective.
That gets away from Porter, and the runners move up. is the ruling. So second and third, the tying run at third, the winning run at second. Porter with Worrell in the count 2-0.
As I said, maybe they did get their signs mixed up. Looked like Porter's looking fastball.
And you can see the four fingers held up by Hal Lanier, indicating he doesn't have to hold up 4, he only has to hold up 2 because the count's already 2-0. So they'll walk McRae, and Dean Orge is out on deck to pinch hit. This is some boring World Series, isn't it?
Comes up, will Herzog come out?
Whitey, back to Lanier, Mike Rourke, trainer Gene Gieselman. Lanier signaling to the infielders as they align themselves here. Orge, a Cardinal in the 1982 World Series, and he had a terrific World Series.
5:49.
The infield double play depth short and second, and up at the corners, and there it is visually for you.
The play is if it's hit the first or third, you're coming home. To get the tying run, it's hit to the middle infielders. Most likely they'll try for 2 unless the only play they have is at the plate.
Concepcion at third, Sundberg at second. And it's low, ball 1. John Watson is the runner at first base running for McRae. He's important too because a force play, there he is. A force at second would be a big play.